Thank you. I was telling Bob when I flew out here the next day, on Wednesday night, I was covered with black. We're taking our ceilings off and the theater seats out. So great story. That gives me great hope. Thank you.
This is a hands-on day.
It's very satisfying to know that that picture it wasn't inevitable that it would end up here today. That theater could have easily met
I
the
told
requirement.
Bob it looks like
Christine?
Good morning and thank you, Maumee. I also love to see the succession of mayors that are working together as well from the past into the future. That's really exciting to see, so congratulations. Tell me a little bit more about Georgette Grounds and as a nonprofit, how that works within being a business also within your downtown and how it's all worked together. It's a fascinating model.
Well, we wanted to look for additional opportunities for folks with disabilities and to be a job site. And our agency is already in Maumee. We've been in Maumee for 50 plus years on the outskirts. And we actually talked to folks at the city of Maumee before we had the coffee shop concept. Our founders' parents, 60, 70 years ago, had a restaurant and so forth. So we kind of feel like we've come full circle in honoring the founders of our agency. Maumee definitely wanted a coffee house kind of place and talked to other companies about coming in, and that hadn't happened. So we felt like that was a very good business. And we are looking for that to help us decrease our dependence on Medicaid funds and governmental funds, as they shrink. We hope that we will be self-sustaining within a year or so and not be reliant on those funds. And Maumee has welcomed us and supported us with open arms, and we can't be more appreciative of that.
And are the clients that you serve become part of your employee base as well? Is that
Yes,
a piece
they are
of it
all
also?
employed by our agency, and we pay, at this point, we're paying minimum wage to all of those individuals and hope to be able to incorporate raises and so forth into that, and they all work anywhere from $15 to $25 a week or so.
Thank you very much.
Gloria?
Welcome, Maumee. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
A lot of communities are really struggling with how to keep their youth there, after they graduate from high school and go off to college. What are you doing in that respect?
I'd like to call Council President Rich Carter.
Thank you. One of the things that we've done in the last 5 years is we have completely remodernized each of our city's 13 parks. In addition to that, we've had swimming pools, jogging and bicycle tracks. Our schools have all been completely refurbished. The city combined with the school system for some land exchanges that were favorable to the schools. By doing that, the schools were able to build one new school, remodernize 3 existing grade schools, the middle school and the high school. In addition to that, we started some concert series, begin as a family music with family picnic areas. Maumee Uptown Business Association and the Chamber of Commerce are doing one just next month. And then it becomes a little more into the adult music for the young adults. We also have on Thanksgiving Eve a 5K run in the dark, and as soon as it's finished, we have a community parade. And of a community of about 15,000, we probably have that many people lined up on the parade route. So what we're finding is by having the swimming pool, which is very affordable, the theater, which is extremely affordable for families, all of our parks and all of our schools, that our young people are coming back to raise their family in Maumee. We believe that the Fromers' recognition and being here today will continue to have our young people come.
Jack Bartel, CEO of St. Luke's, would like to add just a bit.
One of the things we realize in healthcare, there's a shortage of many of our disciplines, nurses, pharmacists, respiratory therapists, etc. So we knew we couldn't get people coming into that program for a normal volunteer. So we worked with the city, the school system, to develop a mentoring program for the kids in the high school. So we have been very involved in that, and the number of kids interested in going into health careers has dramatically increased. We also offer the opportunity to come over and do some shadowing or job following. And in the mentoring program, they have to interview, they have to apply and interview. They then have to do their project and do a PowerPoint presentation at the end to make sure that it's going well. So it's not a sure thing.
Al?
Thank you all very much for being first this morning. Waking us all up with your great stories. How do you keep a community in touch with their heritage? And what do you do to make sure that the youth of your community, Maumee, understand where they came from and why that's important?
I'd like to call Dr. Pratt forward and have him share the microphone with Joyce Mahane. Dr. Pratt, right here. Oh,
Right, can anyone find Dr. Pratt back?
Joyce and I talked together before we started the archaeological survey looking for the Battle of Fallen Timbers to make sure that Native American interests and concerns about burials and that sort of thing were resolved before we started, and we designed a survey to make sure that we wouldn't encounter anything like that in our initial survey. We invited the public to come out. We did 2 actual surveys out there that were a little over 2 weeks apiece. We had 200 people that came out the first time. We had 586 that came out the second time. Different individuals. Children that were if they were under 16, they had to come with their parents, but we took them at any age. Put little kids to work working on screens and people washing artifacts in the lab and that sort of thing. Coming forward from Fallen Timbers, Maumee has a long heritage in Ohio. The Maumee River, at one time the ships could come up the stream far enough to make that a major port city. And I think Joyce could talk about the programs that come around to.
We do several events in Maumee. We do our summer solstice ceremony, which is coming up June 21st. We're going to be praying for world peace and global healing. We also do programs to create awareness of the Native American history in the area. We do a day of remembrance and healing near the Fallen Timbers battle site to honor the nations, tribes, and warriors that fought in the Battle of Fallen Timbers of 1794. And we also honor, of course, the frontier settlers. And our purpose as the American Indian Intertribal Association is to go into the communities and preserve our culture, preserve our heritage, and create awareness for the children, because we want them to remember where they came from. We also like to create awareness to the general public.
Thank you, Maumee. Regrettably, we've reached the end of our short time together. Thank you and congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Oh,